Have you or a loved one been affected by pignosis? Symptoms include blaming the controller, banning your own viewers, and saying, that's impossible 47 times a stream. However, there is hope. Welcome to Doody Streams, the internet's premier center for DSP analysis, memes, and emergency anti-pignosis treatment. We expose the cope, we study the salt, and we ask the hard questions. Did the game really screw him, or was it just another skill issue? Subscribe to Doody Streams today, because pignosis spreads fast, but laughter spreads faster.
Break into the new box of Prismatic Evolution. So thank you so much for the support. That is amazing. I really appreciate that. Dolphin Fan did another $2 super chat and says, I just watched it. What does Kat say about Grace? Nothing. What would Kat say about Grace? What are you talking about?
If you're going to have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry. What a stupid thing to say. Okay, let me ask you a question, okay? Do you think that my wife does not allow me to talk to other humans? Do you think that my wife has a protective barrier around me and says, you may not interact with anyone else on Earth, only me? Are you a weirdo? What is wrong with you? Like I said, my interactions with Grace, my interactions with Wings of Redemption, my interactions with other creators have been platonic, normal reactions about, hey, working together, doing some content together, talking about being a streamer, being a content creator, giving advice, or, you know, that's it. Why would my wife care who I talk to? Why are you being weird? Why are you being weird? That's the actual question. Why are you being weird? Are creators not allowed to talk to other creators about shit? Yes, I talked to Becky Boop years ago about possibly doing content. We never did any either. You know, like I said, I've talked to a ton of people about crossovers, collabs, and things. Most of them don't go anywhere and don't come to fruition. Okay? Why you people are so weird about that, like you don't understand why people would talk to other people and you think it's weird. Even when I talk to Wings people, oh, it's news. It's not fucking news. People talk. Maybe you don't because you're a fucking weirdo and you just sit there on the internet all day. You don't talk to anyone. Normal people have discussions with other people. It's a common thing. You want to know what it's called? Being social. Actually having social skills. Yeah, maybe you don't have any. Maybe that's why you think it's such a weird news story. Okay? It's probably what it is. Exactly. Nothing here says, I guess having polite and nice conversations with people isn't allowed anymore. No, because that's the thing. These weirdos who live eternally on the internet think that every interaction is drama. Every interaction must be something taboo, forbidden, risque, dramatic, dangerous, right? No one can just be like, hey, how are you? Hey, what do you do for content? You know, anything we can do together that might work out or something? You know, no, that's not allowed, right? The fact that Grace reached out to me and just said, hi, hey, what kind of content do you do? Maybe we could do something together. Would it work? That's apparently news. I don't fucking know why. Unless you're an actual weirdo, I don't know why that would be news. Okay? Well, quasi-regarded, thanks for 500 kicks. That's because you're an idiot. That's because you're legitimately stupid. Thanks for $5, but that's because you're actually dumb. I don't know what else to say. Exactly. Yak Almighty says, people are dying to get a gotcha on you. It's trying to say that you talk to people inappropriately. I know. They just want something to talk about. Because let's be honest. People who live eternally online are boring. They don't have lives. They don't have friends. They don't have family. They don't have significant others. They just sit around living vicariously through things they hear online. So they want drama. They want something going on that they can be all up excited about. Because when they actually look away from their screen and they look at the squalor around them, right? They're probably living in some fucking tiny room, some shitty basement, some crappy one-bedroom apartment, fucking smells like shit. They probably eat shit all day. They have no interaction with anyone. They're disgusting. They don't keep themselves. They're gross, greasy, smelly, covered in pimples and fucking shit. And I don't want to look there. So let me focus here on this screen. Oh, look, DSP's talking to people on the internet. Ooh, he must be doing bad things. Ooh. They don't want to face reality. They don't have anything going for themselves. So they have to try to make everything to be a toxic, negative thing. Yeah, I know. What's up, Satan? How are you today? Good to see you. Exactly. Nothing here says, walk into any office, there's males and females working politely and professionally all day. These people don't get that. I'm not even kidding. This is why these people don't have fucking jobs or anything, right? They just sit around online all day. Can you imagine if these people had to interact with someone of the opposite gender? They'd lose their minds, right? They think the moment that they speak to someone of the opposite gender, they rip their pants off and start beating it viciously or something. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's the first thought in your head, huh? You're a fucking disgusting freak. Oh my goodness. Dolphin fan, I'm ignoring you because you're a weirdo. Like I already said, you're a fucking weirdo and now you're banned. How often do I leave my house? Every single day. I leave my house every day. What's up, Pumble the Pummel? What's up, Game Boy? How are you? That's right. Parasolo says, these people only interact with other toxic online people. You're right. And so when all you do is interact with other toxic weirdos on the internet, you normalize that kind of thought process and behavior and you think it's real. It's normal. It's not. It's actually, it's what's called an outlier. It's a deterrent. It's a deviant. When you're that person, that weirdo, you're actually fucking so just disconnected from real life and real society. You don't understand what social norms are. You don't recognize normal cues of what's right and what's wrong. You don't understand that because you heard a male content creator and a female content creator spoke to each other for very casually and platonically for a few interactions about possibly, you know, working together or whatever, right? You don't understand that that doesn't mean that it's some kind of a crazy, you know, horrible thing, this big drama thing. You wouldn't understand because you're fucking broken in your head. Your head is not screwed on right. And you need counseling and you need serious mental, you know, probably drugs to calm you down because you're fucking so weird. Like literally, if that's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear, oh, a male and a female spoke to each other, that must mean some horrible, you know, big controversial thing. Guess what? You're the problem. You're the broken person in society, not the people that are the subject matter you're talking about, but you. You're the weirdos, okay? So is it, Jesus, dude, calm down. Why should I calm down? Because I'm speaking to you like a rational adult and I'm telling you like it is and you can't handle it? Now, oh, no, I can't handle being talked to like I should because I'm a weirdo and I don't want to be faced with the harsh realities of how things really are. What was it that I said the other day? That if you misbehave in my chat, I'm going to publicly embarrass you? Well, here is your public embarrassment for the day. You're a fucking weirdo. No one likes you besides other weirdos online. That's why you're an embarrassment to humanity. So straighten the fuck up. Start being a normal person. Get friends, get family, get hobbies, get things to do, a job. Stop being a weirdo on the internet and harassing people because you're actually wasting everyone's air. Okay? There. Now I talked to you like you deserve, like a normal person talking to a weirdo. Now sit and fucking spin on it, or actually take what I just said to heart and be like, oh shit, he's right. I'm a fucking weirdo. Let me stop being a weirdo now and actually get a life. You have two choices. Let's see which one you do. Okay. Spoderman did a $2 super chat. He says, either sub, donate, or get the fuck out, Wings. Well, I don't know if Wings ever actually said that or not. I have absolutely no idea. I don't pay attention to all the Wings lore and all of that shit, okay? Can we get a Wings update? No.